Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the On Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of On Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Hello, it's Tuesday, October 10th, and this is John Frenaye with your On Annapolis Daily News Brief. In a follow-up to yesterday's story, the Anne Arundel County Sheriff's Office has said they have made an arrest in the assault on that officer who was trying to make an arrest and the car sped off. Melissa Andrea Day, 46 of Serena Park, and David Wade, 41 of Pasadena, were arrested after the sheriff's office got an anonymous tip that they were hiding out in Glen Burnie. They called the county and state police to come help them. They arrested both of them in a house in Hollow Glen Court. Wade was charged with attempted first-degree murder, assault on a law enforcement officer, and harboring a fugitive, and that was for his role in driving the car away. And Day was charged with attempted manslaughter with a vehicle, assault on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and conspiracy to commit an assault, presumably in addition to her failure to appear. The deputy was identified, and that was Deputy Warren Porter. He suffered cuts, road burn, other injuries, and was released from the hospital on Sunday. The controversial bill in front of Annapolis City Council to move the Department of Law as well as the city clerk's office under the purvey of the city manager was withdrawn last night. 3 aldermen apparently have senioritis and never showed up at the meeting last night. Alderman Joe Budge, Ian Pfeiffer, and Ross Arnett were not present. However, the remaining 5 members and the mayor did vote to withdraw that legislation. Alderwoman Sheila Finlayson was upset that it was withdrawn, and it is expected that the new council may take it up again in December after they are sworn in. A few tense moment for moviegoers in Arundel Mills. The Cinemark Egyptian Movie Theater was evacuated Monday after employees discovered an unattended suspicious bag. Firefighters from Anne Arundel County as well as the Annapolis City Bomb Squad robot responded to the mall, and after about an hour and a half, the bag was determined to be safe. There were no further threats found in the theater, and the theater reopened at 6 p.m. What appears to have started as a dispute has ended in hate charges being filed against a 54-year-old Glen Burnie man. Anne Arundel County Police responded to a call of a possible assault in the area of B&A Boulevard and Faywood Avenue in Glen Burnie on Friday morning. Police said Mark Rode of the 7900 block of Bench Circle was arguing with an unidentified black man and pulled out a pocket knife. Rode then threatened the man and called him a racial slur. The victim was not hurt, and Rode was arrested without incident nearby. The Anne Arundel County State's Attorney's Office had recommended the hate charge crime. Rode faces a charge of harassing or committing a crime upon a person because of race or religion, along with related assault charges. In a surprise announcement, Megan Simonaire, the Republican delegate in District 31B, which is up in the Pasadena area, has announced that she is not going to seek election for a second term. She said that the increased responsibilities at her employment would prevent her to run. This is a 2-seat district with Nick Kipke holding one of the seats, and Simonaire was to be pretty much a shoo-in in that highly Republican area. However, it now opens it up for challengers, and we do hear that former county executive and former delegate John Leopold is considering a run for that seat as well. There currently are no challengers on the Democratic side for the seat. Hey, as you know, Ram's Head on Stage is one of the sponsors of the On Annapolis Daily News Brief, and I happen to have a pair of tickets here to see Mountain Heart on Sunday, October 15th at 8 p.m. The doors will open at 7 p.m. If you want these tickets and they're good seats, be the third person to send me an email saying, give me the tickets, and I will have them for you at the box office. The email address is info@ionannapolis.net. And finally, if you're listening to this, make sure you've subscribed to us, whether it be on Apple Podcast or whether Google Play or wherever you get your podcast delivered. And do leave us a rating. It's a real quick 1 or 2 click thing to give us a 5-star rating. If you've got a few moments, leave us a review. That's how we get better. Thanks a lot.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. Here's your Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, October 10th. Much nicer out there today after the remnants of Hurricane Nate moved through yesterday morning, bringing much needed rain and a little wind to Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. For today specifically, we posted a target high temp on our website of 81 degrees for Annapolis and 82 for BWI Airport. Let's see how that works out against the actuals at the end of the day. Low temps tonight, we're looking mid-60s around BWI and around 70 downtown Annapolis. Then we'll get into a few days of active and noticeably cooler weather as a cold front moves through the area and an area of low pressure moves across the region late week. As a result, look for clouds and showers Wednesday through Friday with high temps in the upper 60s and low 70s each day before everything clears out in time for the weekend and sunshine in upper 70s and low 80s return once again. Okay, that's it for us today. Be sure to download our free app by searching for DCMD VA Weather in your app store, and also be sure to follow us 24/7, 365 on our website at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Whatever the weather out there, have fun and be safe.
The Eye on Annapolis Daily is possible in part because of the incredibly generous support of Rams Head On Stage. Rams Head, where every seat is less than 48 feet from the stage, brings more than 400 concerts a year to the area. To wet your whistle, check out some of these upcoming shows. Coming up this weekend, Peter Noon and Herman's Hermits on Friday and Saturday. Next Thursday, Who's Bad? The ultimate Michael Jackson experience comes to West Street. And on the 25th, Daryl Sturmer, the lead guitarist of Genesis, brings the music of Genesis and his solo work to Rams Head. And don't forget, over at Maryland Hall on November 20th, it's a throwback to your younger days with Air Supply. And on November 30th, Melissa Etheridge with her Merry Christmas Baby Holiday show comes to town. Tickets are still available for all of these shows, and you can get yours at ramsheadonstage.com, or if you want to go old school, head on down to their box office. Rams Head is located in the heart of beautiful downtown Annapolis at 33 West Street. For a guaranteed great night out on the town, ramsheadonstage.com.
If you're looking for local sports, it's right here, right now on the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief.
Hey guys, Kevin here with your Eye on Sports. Pretty light sports day, so let's jump right into it. Varsity girls volleyball, St. Charles at Glen Burnie. Glen Burnie won 3-1. Old Mill at Severn for varsity field hockey. Severn won 3-0. In MLB action, we had a few decisive victories. The Boston Red Sox fell to the Houston Astros. The Astros are advancing to the ALCS. The LA Dodgers completed their sweep of the Arizona Diamondbacks. The LA Dodgers will be advancing to the NLCS. We have a decisive Game 5 coming up for the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees after the Yankees whooped up on the Cleveland Indians 7-3. And the Chicago Cubs edged out a victory in Chicago against the Washington Nationals to make that series 2-1. Chicago leads that series 2-1. In Monday Night Football action, Bears rookie quarterback Mitch Trubisky had his very first start in the NFL. It did not go as planned, though, as the Chicago Bears fell to the Minnesota Vikings 20-17. That's all I got for you here today, guys. Make sure you check in with us every day, Monday through Friday, for your sports update. I'm Kevin Chaney.
Wow. Now, doesn't that music sound fancy and important? Well, it is. Hey, it's John. As you know, Eye on Annapolis and the Maryland Crabs are co-sponsoring a mayoral debate on October 15th at Rams Head On Stage. Unfortunately, it's sold out, but we will be live streaming it. However, we do need your help. We are soliciting questions for the candidates from our listeners. I am sure you have one or two, so just jot them down in an email and send them to info@themarylandcrabs.com or info@eyeonannapolis.net, and we will sift through them and ask the candidates directly on your behalf. Please make sure they're specific to the candidate and include your first name and your ward or neighborhood, just so we sort of know where the questions are coming from. Thank you very much, and we will see you on the 15th, whether it be in person or on live streaming. And hey, the general election for the city of Annapolis is on November 7th. And if you need to register to vote, or you need to change your registration, meaning your party affiliation, your address, your name, etc., you have until Monday, October 9th to do it. So put that on your calendar, and we will see you at the polls.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.